And so I would say if we prepare our kids financially, then we're saving them from that, we're protecting them from that abuse, and that allows them to be healthier. That really is a sign of love, in my opinion. So it's easy to prevent, it's easy to fix that. All you got to do is buy as much stock for them as you might spend on toys, or as much spend as much on giving them sort of financial gifts, assets, as you might spend on your car note. So if your car note's $500 and you love your child as much as you love your car, then I think that it would make sense to try your best to buy as much stock as you spend on your car note. Your car note's 500, you buy $500 worth of stock, not $50, not one stock. That's the thing I notice, is that there's a lot of times there's an imbalance. People will spend big on the things that we want, but will spend tiny on the things that we need. And I personally think that that's really, it's not just a solution to the problem, but it's also helps us to diagnose the problem. You guys know that our goal was to become like these Black wealth surgeons, where we would sort of specifically look into, okay, why don't Black people have money? Why is our wealth not growing? What's really happening here? And that's what I noticed, is that a lot of us spend lots of money. We are big, big, big consumers, but we also need to be big, big, big investors. Because if you're a big, big, big investor, you can be a big, big, big consumer. You can. I invest a lot. I've been investing my whole life, and when I want to buy myself something nice, I don't hold back. If I want to take an international trip and fly first class, I just do it. I don't think anything about it. When my wife went to go buy a car, she did not go looking for a hoopty. She got her a Benz. So don't think that investing means you are sacrificing forever and that you are missing out on the joys of life. I'm giving you triple joy. There's triple joy for you if you can engage in one simple idea. The simple idea is this: delay gratification. That's it. Delay gratification. If you can invest and sacrifice and pour into something, then not only will you benefit, but all the people behind you are going to benefit. And before I actually talk about the topic I wanted to discuss today, I actually want to go back to, remember I told you all yesterday that my wife was tripping because I wanted to get this big statue of Anubis in my office that I got in Egypt. And she said, Boyce, Anubis is the god of death. He's the god of the afterlife. And I was like, that's okay. Death does not scare me. And the afterlife to me is going to be the biggest part of my life. And because my thought is, I like the ancient Egyptians, I said, okay, I get it. King Tut was only a ruler for 11 years, but his legacy lasted 5,000 years because he spent a lot of his life preparing for the afterlife. And so I want to encourage you to consider that basic idea that the afterlife isn't necessarily just like heaven and all this other stuff. The afterlife is what happens to the people you love after your life is over. The afterlife is what are we going to do with this limited time that we have on this earth? So to me, investing for yourself, it's the same as investing for your kids. When you build that wealth, then what happens is that you get to enjoy life even more later on down the line. But the best part is that you really get to create an infinite amount of joy in the afterlife, right? The afterlife, like maybe 100 years from now, 200 years from now. My wife bought her first house with money that her grandfather invested in 1945. He literally bought some World War II savings bonds in 1945. That's what she used to buy her house. All right. So anyway, let me pop in and jump into the topic that was on my mind today. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Somebody said they can't hear me. I want to make sure the audio is good. Give me a quick yes if you can hear me. All right. All right. And also, okay, I see yeses. Thank you, Patricia and Veronica and Tara Redmond and Stephen Gordon. Good to see you, Kendrick. All right, Kendrick. I thought it was Kendrick. Why is that interesting? Well, because I was thinking about Kendrick Lamar. How many of you saw that there was like a little bit of a controversy that Kendrick Lamar